And here we are, guys, before the long-awaited rematch for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship between the former champions Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez against, from the Demon family, this, of course, Candice and Nightmare. Or should I say Nightmare and Candice? I think so. But anyways, Nightmare has her brother Decimon Jr. by her side, and also fellow Demon family member Ember Moon. And lately Ember Moon's causing trouble, but let's speak about how the rivalry between Raquel, Dakota and the Demon family started and which turns it took on the road. Well, it started 2 months ago when Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez won the #1 contender match against the Toxic Blondes to become #1 contender for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship, then of course in the possession of Nightmare and Candice. And well, they weren't only seeing that occur that night, because this night there was Candice having a match with Io Shirai, and in this matchup, after Io get some sort of momentum after running back and forth with Candice, Io got some momentum, and then Ember Moon appeared to stab Io Shirai in the back to cost her the match against Candice, which also resulted in Ember Moon joining the Demon family after the shocking betrayal that left everybody speechless. And later that night there was a #1 contender battle royal for the NXT Women's Championship, which then was in the possession of Dakota Kai. And in this matchup, Nightmare helped out Ember Moon to get revenge on to get the better of Io Shirai, to eliminate her, and the rest of the opposition to were also Nightmare. We don't know why she handed the win over to Ember Moon, but she did. Maybe it was because Nightmare being grateful that Ember stabbed her teammate in the back to join the Demon family, or maybe it was that Nightmare already been tag team champion, which would have been that she meant to have 2 matches at the pay-per-view if she would have won the battle royal herself instead of giving it away to Ember. Or maybe that was the case, and Ember's thinking smart there instead of grateful, but maybe she thought grateful, maybe both smart and grateful. We don't know why that. But what we do know, Ember became #1 contender that night, and next week, on the following week on NXT, there was Nightmare and Candice attacking Raquel and Dakota, while Ember tossed her former teammate, who she betrayed so devastatingly, in Io Shirai over 7 feet tall building in the backstage area. We haven't heard anything about Io's condition since then, and our thoughts are still with all the victims that are fallen to the Demon family. Anyways, this led to a 2 pay-per-view matches, which of course were Dakota and Raquel aiming for their shot of becoming NXT Women's Tag Team Champions yet again. I mean, they were the first ever NXT Women's Tag Team Champion back in the day, and in shocking fashion, Dakota and Raquel beat Nightmare and Candice very easily that pay-per-view. And later that night, in an underwhelming match between the NXT Women's Champion Dakota Kai and Ember Moon was able to become NXT Women's Champion for the 2nd time in her career. Well, many people expected much more from 2 great talents such as Ember Moon and Dakota Kai, and they exactly got what they were looking for. The following week on NXT, it was the final NXT between after our last pay-per-view, where Ember became champion and Raquel and Dakota became champion, and Survivor Series, and there was the final NXT. And at this final NXT episode, it was that Sasha said as interim general manager, guys, it's great that you informed me about invoking a rematch clauses, and the only thing that I can control is to make sure that we handle this situation fair and square, which means that the persons who get first to me will have their rematches first. So, and that's why Nightmare and Candice, they said that they might invoke the rematch clause before Dakota said that she will invoke a rematch clause, and that's why Nightmare and Candice, if they would consider invoking the rematch clause against Raquel and Dakota, that they get first, and so they did. But in expected fashion with a sheep shot from Nightmare Candice on Raquel and Dakota, who then were NXT Women's Tag Team Champion. They defeated Nightmare Candice the Sunday before that to become new champions, and Nightmare Candice ambushed Dakota and Raquel before invoking their rematch clause on the final NXT episode before Survivor Series, and Nightmare Candice became NXT Women's Tag Team Champions yet again. And then later that night it was Dakota Kai versus Ember Moon, where Dakota Kai invoked her rematch clause despite already having to compete it twice on the previous pay-per-view on last Sunday, but also get an ambush earlier that night and went to a brutal match alongside Raquel against against Ember's fellow Demon Family members, Candice and Nightmare. But that's the Dakota that's the Dakota Kai that we know and love for the last couple of weeks and months. She's a fighter and she's tough and she shouldn't underestimate her. And we don't know if Ember did underestimate her, but where Ember could have won the match early, but I think that the orders from Nightmare and Junior's father, from the leader of the Demon Family, the demonic NXT champion Decimate Senior, that Ember should injure Dakota Kai. We don't know why that was the request of injuring Dakota, but Ember stick to it, and it cost her them. And Ember did so with wicked and evil Samoan Driver onto a steel chair, where we all saw and heard a cracking sound of Dakota's bones, but the injured Dakota Kai wasn't finished. She stuck to the pain. She also could reverse a second coming eclipse from Ember Moon into a vicious clothesline. Then she hit the third team kick combination of the matchup, and then hit the second detonation kick to win the match and regain her NXT Women's Championship, making her a two-time champion herself, but on watch cost, I tell you, on watch cost, on the cost of missing out of Survivor Series, which was on the following Sunday because of her injuries. And because of these injuries at Survivor Series, the boards of directors and the interim general manager of both NXT and NXT UK, Sasha, had no other choice but to replace our NXT Women's Champion Dakota Kai with the previous champion in Ember Moon, and Ember had to face the NXT UK Women's Champion Stacy Keibler where the winner would advance to challenge both Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair and Smackdown Women's Champion Liv Morgan in a Super Sweat match later that night. And Ember did advance, but she had help from Stacy's rival Xia Li, who distracted Stacy to allow Ember to advance, and Ember did advance, and it was a blockbuster potential main event match between Bianca Belair as Raw Women's Champion, Liv Morgan as SmackDown Women's Champion, and Ember Moon as replacement for Dakota Kai as NXT Women's Champion. And it went back and forth between all three of those top tier talented women, and in the end it was Liv hitting one final oblivion on the EST to get another score for SmackDown, with Ember being not involved in the pinning in the final predicament. Anyways, she improved herself that night, and we haven't seen Dakota since this injury on this final NXT before Survivor Series. But we have seen much of the Demon Family, who also had their own match at Survivor Series, because Nightmare Candice were the NXT Women's Tag Team Champion at that point, and they had to challenge WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, and from Raw, Rhea Ripley and Nikki ASH. But before the match even started, Nightmare Candice decided to attack Nikki ASH and Rhea Ripley from behind with a demonic cheap shot, and Nikki ASH tried to come to the rescue, but even though she's a superhero, there were evil and demonic forces involved. Neither she or Rhea could handle, but it still came to a match between the Demon Family as NXT Tag Team Champions and Rhea and Nikki ASH as WWE Tag Team Champion. It went to a match, but despite Rhea and Nikki ASH proving how tough they are, Nightmare Candice still walked away with the win, and they attacked Rhea and Nikki ASH even further after the match, sending a message to each and every woman's locker room in and outside of the WWE. And then we had after Survivor, on the first ever NXT after Survivor Series, we had of course a rematch between Nightmare and Candice, between Rhea and Nikki ASH because of Candice and Candice and Nightmare, Candice and Nightmare, of course, attacking Rhea and Nikki ASH before and after the match at Survivor Series. That's why the boards of the Directors and the interim manager of NXT and NXT UK, Sasha, allowed WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Rhea Ripley and Nikki ASH to be in NXT, because it wouldn't been fair to not give them the opportunity of a revenge, and they tried their best to get revenge this time. Candice and Nightmare focused their attack on the supposed to be weak link of the team, on the superhero Nikki ASH, but Rhea came for the rescue and tried the best to come out for the rescue, but also got ambushed, and Candice and Nightmare walked away with another win, and this lead to a match on the Rebirth of NXT UK, where all hell broke loose. Nightmare and Candice tried to injure Nikki ASH with Ember Moon also getting involved, and then all of a sudden Raquel Gonzalez returned to try to get revenge for them injuring her teammate Dakota, the NXT Women's Champion Dakota Kai, and it led to Nightmare, Candice and Amber beating down all three women, Raquel, Nikki ASH and Rhea Ripley, and it led to a supposed to be 6 women's tag match between Raquel, Rhea and Nikki ASH, but due to Nikki ASH injury, it was scratched to a tag team match between the powerhouses Rhea and Raquel against Demon Family members Nightmare and NXT Women's Tag Team Champions Nightmare and Candice, with of course Amber getting involved and Amber screwing the powerhouses out of the match, and this leads to a very dramatic change of events, because it was then Amber being banned from the next match between the powerhouses Raquel and Rhea against Nightmare and Candice the following week. And if Raquel and Rhea won the match, they would get a tag team title opportunity on pay-per-view, and it was the NXT Women's Championship Dakota Kai who earlier the night costed Ember Moon her match against Case Catanzaro, appeared yet again to help out her teammate and friend Raquel Gonzalez, but also get revenge and retribution on the other persons who were responsible for injury on Nightmare and Candice, and she did so, allowing Raquel and Rhea to win over Candice and Nightmare to get a title match at the following pay-per-view, while also getting some sort of revenge against Candice, Nightmare and Ember Moon that night by costing all of them their matches, and it led to a 6 women's tag match between Dakota, Rhea and Raquel at the following episode, and in this tag team match between Dakota, Raquel and Rhea against the entire women's squad of the Demon Family, the entire women's squad of the Demon Family sheet themselves to a victory. But it's more important what happened after this, because at the following week there was a supposed to be tag team match between Nightmare and Ember Moon teaming up against the powerhouses Rhea and Raquel, with of course Rhea and Raquel having Raquel's teammate Dakota Kai, the NXT Women's Champion, by their side, while the Demon Family members Nightmare and Candice of course having Nightmare's other co-holder with the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship, Candice, by her side, and this match went out of control with Nightmare and Candice attacking Rhea Ripley while the ref has his back front, but Rhea Ripley, the powerhouse that she is, could even defend herself against the half demonic woman powerhouse and Nightmare and the wicked Candice LeRae, and Ember Moon could have helped out her teammates there, but she decided on ambushing her pay-per-view opponent Dakota Kai, and who just returned from injury the week prior, and it led to Nightmare and Candice getting frustrated with Ember Moon and even turning their backs on Ember in this match, allowing Raquel and Rhea to beat Ember Moon in this handicap match, so to speak. And later that night it was Candice with Ember in a corner against Dakota Kai, with Dakota of course having Raquel in her corner, and in this match Ember so-called returned the favor for earlier that night by walking out on Candice, allowing Dakota Kai to pick up a huge win over very game Candice LeRae. And well, this lead us all to the following pay-per-view where it was for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship, the powerhouse duo of Raquel and Rhea against the Demon family members, and who won the tag titles, the women's tag team titles, more often than any other team and longer as every other team in history, against Kindness and Nightmare. And despite everything that Rhea and Raquel did in this Extreme Rules tag team match, Nightmare and Candice walked away victorious. And later that night, it was for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship. Amber Moon invoked her rematch clause against Dakota Kai, and not just that, back and forth Dakota and Amber went, but in the end it was Amber Moon regaining her Women's Championship for becoming 3-time NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. And that's and all of these moments and history leads us to this match. And don't forget, later tonight there will be a Super Sweat match to crown the new challenger for Amber Moon's NXT Women's Championship between Rhea Ripley from Raw, who requested this match, and due to her history with the Demon family, our interim general manager of NXT and NXT UK, Sasha, speak to the boards of directors and allowed Rhea Ripley to be here in this Super Sweat number one contender match later tonight for Amber Moon's championship, where Rhea has to face the very impressive Casey Catanzaro with many wins in a singles competition the last couple of weeks, and also against Toxic Blonde's Mandy Rose. And now let's find out who will be NXT Women's Tag Team Champion. Will it be Dakota and Raquel becoming NXT Women's Tag Team Champion for the third time in their careers? While also, don't forget, Dakota Kai, two-time former NXT Women's Champion, as much as her teammate Big Mami Cool Raquel Gonzalez is. As there comes Dakota Kai, very popular with the audience since coming to the aid of Raquel Gonzalez over half a year ago.
Is scheduled for one fall and is for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers first, from Auckland, New Zealand, Dakota.
And what two spectacle matches it were on pay-per-view. Dakota Kai versus Amber Moon, and for the NXT Women's Championship in Amber's rematch, where Amber was able to get the last love of Dakota Kai last Sunday on pay-per-view, while also it was Raquel and Rhea having a very impressive match in their own rights, while we await Raquel's survival here last Sunday against Nightmare and Candice LeRae in this Extreme Rules tag match, which could have gone either way, but in the end it was Nightmare and Candice experience as a team which allowed them to retain their titles. And now it's Raquel and Dakota getting their rematch that they never could use because of Demon family injuring Dakota Kai, and then Dakota Kai been busy with of defending her NXT Women's Championship, but also while Raquel and Rhea became number one contenders thanks to Dakota Kai. Yeah, indeed it is, Michael. Great attitude, great spirit, a late good new year for myself as well. I'm so excited for this night that I forgot to wish all of you a happy new year, and hope that you can do good on your New Year's resolutions. But yeah, I'm so excited because we have so many blockbuster matches. Don't forget, later our main event will be the rematch. Our main event will be a number one contender match for the NXT Championship between Sasha and Legend Killer. We've never seen Sasha and Legend Killer square off, and even though Sasha's injured, but it will be an impressive main event, which also considered Nightmare Jr.'s father, the NXT champion, Decimate Senior, because it's a number one contender match for his title. While there they are, Amber Moon in the middle, the half demonic Nightmare on the left, Candice on the right.
The NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. Remember, guys, the title is on the line.
And I understand that the announcers are too scared to announce them. I would be scared in his shoes as well. They scared the hell out of me and Nightmare. And don't forget the demon, the half-demonic son of a bitch walking in the background, of course, is Nightmare's brother, Decimate Jr., the now former North American champion, who later tonight will get his rematch against the all-rounding Big Sash from the brothers. And don't forget, Sasha earlier tonight requested a date with Nightmare, despite Sasha's ongoing issues with Nightmare's brother Decimon Jr. and Nightmare and Junior's father, the NXT champion Decimon Cena. Sasha has heated warfare against both of them, but he still requested a date with Nightmare, assuming that Nightmare got her hands on him, calling out the possibility of Nightmare getting her hands on Sasha last Thursday on NXT UK because she find him attractive. And we don't know if that's true or not, but Sasha requested the date with Nightmare, but we didn't hear the answer from Nightmare just yet. And will we hear an answer from her? I'm curious, and even though we are not in February, but so many date requests lately on not just on NXT but also Monday Night Raw, where Slapjack perhaps has a love interest in the married mother in Lacey Evans. Who knows how this goes? And now Sasha and Nightmare on NXT, so love is in the air, and we are in January on the road to the Royal Rumble, which is the big pay-per-view in 4 weeks on Sunday. But now let's focus first on the rematch for the NXT Tag Team Championship between Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez, invoking their rematch clause against the champions Cancer Nightmare. But how fit can Nightmare Cancer? I mean, of course, Nightmare is half demonic and stuff, and Candice's attitude changed into a more evil and dangerous side than ever. But how much can they take after having a tough match in their own right last Sunday against the power of Raquel and Real? As now look at the kicks and strikes from Candice, but also the same could be asked about Dakota Kai and Raquel, who've been to tough matches in their own right with Raquel and Real, of course, against Candice and Nightmare, where they failed to become NXT Women's Tag Team Champion, but it was a close call, and where also Dakota Kai now been tagged in, and Dakota lost her NXT Women's Championship last Sunday against Ember Moon, who watched down at from ringside. As look at Dakota Kai picking the fight with Ember Moon, and if Ember fights back, she costs her teammate the matchup. As look at Dakota with the kicks to Candice and Siguri as well. As there's Nightmare, but look at Dakota goes, the one woman whacking Dakota Kai. Paying a shout out to Rhea Ripley by attacking everybody, attacking all comers. Dakota Kai, look at she goes against Ember Moon with that 5. Look at the double counter. No, Candice returned to the ring just in time, but what's with Dakota's Candice just calling out, telling her to pick the fight with herself. With that 6 already for Dakota, but she doesn't care about the match. She wants to avenge as Nightmare, try to help out her teammate, but how much can Candice help out Nightmare and Ember here? I mean, Dakota Kai is off the charts. Look at the snap suplex there as Nightmare tried to break things up and get a sheep shot in there, but as a numbers game finally picked that, now picking the toll on Dakota Kai. Should I say finally? I don't think so. Military press into back body drop, family tradition from Nightmare's Raquel saving her teammate. That's big. Come on, Big Mommy, cool. Save your teammate. As all hell broke loose already, but we just saw the lumberjack from Candice on Dakota's. Look at Raquel, big overhead chops there to Nightmare's Candice. Tried to run away from Dakota to get to Ember, helping out. Head first goes Candice at the apron, but Dakota yet again turning attentions to Nightmare, sending to Ember, turning head first against the ring post. Weapons at 8. Look at the kicks from Dakota. Will we see a proper match between the? Will we see double counter? Weapons at 9. We will see counter, wait, nope, they made it just back in time as Candice focused her attacks on Raquel and could cost her here. Let's look at this, Dakota full control of this matchup. Kick to the face there from, look at this, kick to the back there from Dakota to Candice, while Nightmare got cheap shot in on Raquel. As Dakota under the cover, Nightmare in. But Candice powered out on Nightmare had her, I don't know, but Nightmare with a sheep shot on Dakota with a big rights there. Big powerhouse. And now storms to the chest of Dakota Kai by Nightmare. Now Candice looking for something big. Look at the stretching surfboard, but can she force Dakota to tap out? Nightmare's now in. Will Dakota Kai survive? Yes, she does, as a tough fighter that she is, as Nightmare now get counted for being inside the ring, but Dakota with her kicks, but it could left her to an opening code breaker from Candice after the opening there. As Nightmare back on the apron, and Siguri there from Candice, but Dakota was ready for it, avoiding it. Bulldog as this impressive action here in this war between Raquel and Dakota against even family members. Candice and Nightmare's now Candice made the tag, tags on both sides. Nightmare and Raquel are now legal, choking, running STO from Nightmare, planting Big Mommy Cool Raquel there. Now Nightmare lifting Raquel up, and how impressive is half demonic powerhouse. Nightmare, despite her attitude, she's very impressive. Even family tradition for the second time we've seen tonight was military press into back body drop, and now the kicks from Nightmare on the powerhouse Raquel Gonzalez, who never got out woman handle like this ever before meeting Nightmare. And maybe she never might anyone as powerful as Nightmare ever again. The most demonic power slam, and now Raquel whipping Nightmare onto the apron and now bringing her back inside the ring and playing some mind games with the Demon family. And don't forget, Nightmare's father, Decimon Sr., no stranger to mind games whatsoever. Also Nightmare's brother, Decimon Jr., accompanied his sister at ringside. But also don't forget, Decimon Jr. and his and Nightmare's father is the other half of the NXT Tag Team Champion from the male perspective, because Junior and his and Nightmare's father, the NXT Champion Decimon Sr., won the NXT Tag Team Championships from the brothers last Sunday on pay-per-view, while Nightmare and made the tag to Candice. Now Candice getting Raquel out of the ring. And don't forget, Decimon Sr. also, thanks to his son Decimon Jr., retained his NXT Championship last Sunday against the Lone Wolf Sasha in a in a handicap no disqualification match, kind of, because Junior got so much involved that it turned into a handicap match, so to speak. And we heard Sasha and his feeling about this earlier tonight. Nightmare with cheap shot choking the life out of Raquel. Oh, come on, how can this be legal? The weapon might need to stop it, as now look at Candice whipping Raquel, of course, in her own corner. I expected the tag, but no, not yet. It's punishing the leg of Raquel using the ropes there as Candice, and a cheap shot from Nightmare yet again as Candice and Nightmare work so well together, being new besties and stuff. And now look at Candice lifting Raquel up on the second rope, looking for a neck breaker. But can she deliver? Yes, she does. Never seen this from Candice before. But Candice is so impressive. But her attitude is a whole different story in my opinion. But look at powerhouse Raquel powering out. Kick to the midsection, perhaps looking for the Tejana bomb. No, the goal special as Nightmare in. Tried to save Candice before it could get any dangerous, as Nightmare makes a save. As Raquel now got a sheep shot and with the shin breaker, no, against the ropes. As Dakota wants to get tagged in again. I don't know how smart this is, but maybe it is. As Nightmare plays mind games with him. Try to choke the life out of Raquel yet again, and how much more can Raquel take? As now Raquel, I think, instantly rolling out to the outside. I think Raquel didn't even realize that she rolled to the outside. As now Candice bring her back inside the ring. And now Dakota wants to tag in, and so she does. Now it's Candice and Dakota yet again. But Candice with the counter, Candice with the picture perfect drop kick to Dakota's. Raquel prevented the sheep shot from Candice to work on her, as now Nightmare, but now allowing Candice to stomp the hell out of Dakota in the corner, to the dislike of the audience. Kick to Dakota's private parts as well. Dakota with the big kick to the face of Candice, making the attack to Raquel, and now Candice could be in big troubles against a big, powerful and angry Raquel Gonzalez. Maybe I spoke too soon, as Raquel gets sanded there into the corner, and Candice stomping a mud hole into Raquel there. And now stomp to the leg there from Candice to Raquel, as Candice climbing to the top rope. Sky high, sky down with this moon, with the frog. Will it be enough to put Raquel away? No, it's not. Is Candice something to count? Maybe it's some other ideas, I don't know. No kick to the back there, as Dakota avoiding the cheap shot from Nightmare there. As Candice goes in the cover, Dakota yet again avenging a cheap shot from Nightmare. Gargano escape from Candice. As Dakota breaking things up, thankfully saving Raquel Gonzalez from this precarious situation. But Nightmare there, ready for a sheep shot on Dakota, but Dakota so quick, Nightmare even couldn't stop her. Drop kick to the back of Dakota though. Throw back from Nightmare and Raquel with a sheep shot. As Dakota back to her feet, what a clothesline there from Raquel to Candice. Big Mommy Cool with a big elbow drop there. And even was ready for a possible cheap shot from Nightmare off the apron. Now Raquel dragging Nightmare into the ring. rabbit claw closer into Candice as well as Amber. We don't know which role she will play here tonight. She's up on the apron, try to distract Raquel perhaps, I don't know. Or maybe take a closer look as Raquel even ready for Nightmare. The Tejana bomb, but Nightmare isn't legal, Raquel. But Nightmare's enough, Raquel is enough of Nightmare. But look at Candice, springboard, nobody home. As now, I don't know if Dakota's legal or not, I don't know what's going on here. Is Raquel legal, it's Dakota legal, doesn't matter. Candice got the planting both of them in the corners. Raquel is warning Nightmare, whoever that 3 already. As Nightmare's at 4, almost got disqualified as Candice looking for the wicked steps. That's on Dakota, while Nightmare lifting Raquel up and down with the air raid bomb. As Candice goes under the cover, will it be enough to put Dakota away? No, it's not. I think it's not. As Amber in, but Dakota kicking out. I don't know why Amber would stop her own teammates there, but she's gotten trouble in the family the last couple of weeks, but doesn't matter. The vice grip of Nightmare does though on Raquel, but look at Dakota. Armbar and Japele kick for Nightmare there. As Dakota looking for that nation kick, but Nightmare punching Dakota Kai out of the situation, helping out Candice. So come on, not like this. Sheep shot from Nightmare, allowing Candice to get the wicked stepsister in. But Raquel back to her feet. Can she help out Dakota? Yes, she does. How close was it indeed? As Nightmare tried to get involved, but she got won by the officials. Raquel getting retribution on Candice. No, she doesn't. While Amber getting a chair, but as Candice could eject Raquel even. I'm surprised by that, as Amber looking for objects, even though it's not a no disqualification match, but still. As Dakota gets a huge pump kick in. As Candice now on the outside, as Nightmare off the top rope, she tried to fly to Dakota and she crushed Dakota. Oh my goodness. As Nightmare now is attacking the official, even though it's unnecessary, but she's tossed him out of the ring like he's just trash. As Amber, as the ref is warning Nightmare there, as Amber tried to attack the official, and so she does, while Candice is in big trouble against the former NXT Women's Champion Dakota Kai, while Nightmare using the chair that Amber brought in against both Raquel and Dakota. Even though she doesn't need this chair, she still uses it, while Amber's crushing the official. Nightmare using the chair against both Raquel and Dakota, both Dakota and Raquel. But look at Dakota lifting Nightmare up, that nation kick, Amber in. As Candice swinging a neck breaker to Dakota, as Amber in. Weft in sword, then cancel the cover, not like this, kick out Dakota, for the love of God, kick out, yes she does, somehow she does. As look at Candice now, big right hook to Dakota, while both powerhouse of Demonic Nightmare and Raquel are taken out of the equation. Look at the kicks and swipes from Candice on Dakota, but Dakota sent Candice flying out of the ring. Nightmare back to her feet, Dakota realizing it. As Dakota team kick combination makes Nightmare pay. As Amber back inside the ring, kick, disqualification, not like this. Oh, come on. Raquel and Dakota had it, but no. Amber screwing Dakota and Raquel over here, saving her family. Wow, but what a drama, and how will this situation continues between Dakota and Raquel against the Demon family? How will all of this continue? Will we see a proper rematch with a definitive winner? We are pin or submission. What will Nightmare say to the date with press from the Lone Wolf from Sasha, who will be in the #1 contender match to challenge, and if he wins against Ledge Killer later that night in our main event, Sasha will earn the right to challenge Nightmare and Junior's father Decimate Senior again. And don't forget, Sasha's in a heated war against Nightmare's brother Decimate Junior and their father Decimate, the NXT champion Decimate Senior. So what will Nightmare say? Will she go out on the day with Sasha and perhaps causing some problems in her family, or will she give us an answer at all, or will she decline the offer? We don't know what's going on. Also, we don't know what will happen when Nightmare's brother Decimate Jr. will get his rematch for the North American Championship that he lost last Sunday in a super sweat match, where Junior's angle got the better of him against allowing Big Sash to which allowed Big Sash to make Clark tap out in the Big Sash pain. And now let's see how the show continues as you hopefully stay tuned with me, guys.